What's up, everybody? It's Brett and Steven with the BS Show. We just spent our first $1.50 on our show today. If you can see the beautiful paper and ink that we put on that signage for you guys. We're moving up in the world, you know. But today we are going to talk about UFC Fight Night. It is Dustin Poirier
versus Eddie Alverez too.
Eddie Alverez.
You also got Yanni Jacek versus Tisha Torres on that fight, and Jeremy Stephens versus Jose Aldo, who's the co-main event. Oh my goodness, I'm excited for all these fights. Starting off with Tisha Torres versus Yanni Jacek. Man, who do you see winning that fight? How do you see that one going? Because Tisha Torres is a beast. I've liked her since the Ultimate Fighter. I think she even beat Rose Namajunas young in their career.
She's got a lot of big wins. A lot of big wins. She's awesome. I mean, she's a stud. I just don't see Joanna losing 3 in a row, man.
I don't either.
There's a lot of speculation that she won the second fight with Rose.
I don't think so personally.
I didn't think so either, but there was a lot of speculation about that.
This is how I have that division. I think Rose has just... I think she's still growing.
Yeah,
that's what's
absolutely
scary. So I think she's going to hold that division down for a little bit. And I think Joanna's right there with her, you know, right beneath her, and everyone else is just...
I feel like if Rose and Joanna fought 10 times, it could go 5-5. You know, it could go 6-4. Yeah, it's just who's going to be on that night. And
I don't know. I feel like Rose just has a little more.
Yeah.
Personally, that's what I think.
And she's growing, like you said. She is something else. But going back to the Tisha Torres fight, I think Tisha doesn't have the tools that Joanna has. I think, you know, if it was just going to be a grinded out on the ground wrestle fight, I think Tisha would probably get the nod. But
same here. I don't think Tisha has anything that Claudia Gundela didn't have.
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
I kind of compare them, and they're very similar fighters.
Joanna is minus these 2 hiccups. First of all, she fought Rose, who obviously is a champion, who's a killer. But Joanna is a freaking killer. I mean, people were saying that she might have been the best women's fighter ever, you know, whenever she was running through people. And then she hiccuped with Rose, but...
Well, it was looking like that, too, also. It was looking like no one was going to stop her.
I think it's going to be a statement win by Joanna. I think Joanna's going to run in there. And I don't want to say she's going to run through her, but I think she's going to overwhelm her because Joanna does have really high output. And I think she's going to TKO her. I mean, I don't see it going to a decision. Joanna's got a chip on her shoulder now. She's got to prove a point.
I agree with that. I think Joanna's also going to win. But on to the next fight, Jose Aldo versus Jeremy Stephens. Man, Jeremy Stephens has been on a tear. He's one of those guys that have been in the UFC for a long time. He's always been up there. He's like a living highlight reel. That's how they like to describe him. But Jose Aldo's only lost to 2 people in the last 10 years, and that's Conor McGregor, who caught him early. Some people say it's lucky. Some people say it was a straight skill. But everyone knows he did get in Jose Aldo's head and make Jose Aldo just overcommit a little bit and caught him with that little check hook.
I agree.
So, and also Max Holloway, who's been looking like a stud. Get well soon, Max Holloway. I'd love to see you back. But yeah, Max Holloway has just been running through that division ever since he's beat Jose Aldo. And
look, man, I'm gonna say it this way: I love Jose Aldo, and I love
Jeremy Stephens.
Yeah. I have nothing bad to say about Jeremy Stephens. That dude's a killer. He's been around the block, and what's cool about him is as he gets older, he's still getting better. He's still learning. But there is, in my opinion, there is such a talent gap between Jeremy Stephens and Jose Aldo. I mean, Jose Aldo is a little older. He's been fighting, 10, 12 years now? He's got a lot of miles on him.
And since USADA, man, he's kind of looked a little different.
Look what he did, though. He beat Frankie Edgar.
He beat Frankie Edgar.
Who Frankie Edgar whacks everybody. You know, it's like whenever Jose Aldo's back's against the wall, I feel like he does really well. But I don't know now that USADA's came in. He stumbled. He's lost more fights in the past 3 years than he has.
He's getting older. That weight cut isn't as easy as it used to be.
And he had trouble with it anyway.
Yeah.
You know, he had trouble with that weight cut anyway. I'm still going to go Jose Aldo. But what I like about Jose Aldo, and I think he should go back to, man, is those wicked leg kicks. You know, that hasn't been in his arsenal lately. When he did it against Max Holloway, you could tell it was doing damage, but he kept going away from it.
Yeah.
And I think Jeremy Stephens is a one-trick pony. He's really good everywhere, but he's got knockout power. And I think Jose Aldo, knowing that going into the fight, he's just going to stay away from that hand, and I think Jose Aldo is going to pick him apart.
See, Jose Aldo is a legit stand-up artist. And
oh, for sure.
I never would have thought he would lose to a striker when he was in his reign and terror. You know what I mean? I thought the person that was going to beat him would be a wrestler. That's why I was kind of like, maybe Uriah Faber's going to do it, or Chad Mendez. I always thought it'd be like a wrestler. I never thought anybody would get in there and outstrike him. But then, you know what I mean, 2 people went and outstruck him, and now it has me kind of questioning his stand-up.
I say 1. I give Max Holloway. I mean,
Conor
McGregor
was lucky.
1 strike.
But Jeremy Stephens has that one-hit power. It just takes 1. He could be getting his ass kicked the whole fight.
Yeah.
And it just takes 1. It's a 3-round fight. So, man, I'm like, this one I do not know. I'm like split. But I'm going to go out on a limb, even though my heart is telling me, my mind is telling me that Jose Aldo should win this fight and it should be his fight. But Jeremy Stephens, I feel like, has the momentum right now. And right now is his time. And he's been in it for so long. He has so much experience in that cage. I think he needs this to take him to the next level. And I want to see him do it.
He might get a title shot if he pulls it off.
Yeah, I'm riding the Jeremy Stephens train right now. I'm going to pick Jeremy Stephens in this one. Even though it's just, that's what I want personally. I don't know if it's going to happen.
Dude,
I mean,
it could.
Exactly. It only takes 1. So I'm gonna pick Jeremy Stephens in this one. Okay. But on to that main event.
Fireworks, man. Can you say fireworks?
So rematch Eddie Alverez versus Dustin Poirier. Poirier, whatever. Yeah. If you watch the first one, I believe who won that one? It was a legal knee.
Wasn't it like wasn't it like a draw, or didn't they? I don't honestly. I know something went awry, and didn't they consider it
all
a draw?
I know is Dustin Poirier was whooping him that fight, just kicking his butt, and then Eddie got him in a clinch and threw 2 illegal knees when he was on the ground, and it got stopped because Dustin couldn't continue.
Yes, because of the illegal knee.
Yes, but I don't know who won that fight. I'm sorry, guys, but
I honestly, now that you mention it, we should have done our research. But I thought it went as like a no contest.
We're not that quality yet. We'll get there.
So here's my really quick breakdown of that. Eddie Alvarez is a straight-up brawler. He wants to make it dirty. He wants to make it a slugfest. Dustin Poirier is a more well-rounded version of that. I think Dustin Poirier gets it done because I think his boxing's better. I think he has better technique. I think Eddie Alvarez's only shot is to draw Poirier into a slugfest and land something, because that's what Eddie Alvarez does.
Man, Eddie, see, that's the thing. Dustin is willing to get in that slugfest, though. He's willing to get nasty. Look at versus Justin Gaethje. Eddie Alvarez and Justin Gaethje, that fight could have went either way.
Yeah.
They're both this nasty. They'll sit and brawl with you. And Dustin Poirier, even though he could be sharp and he could box people up, he does allow himself to get in those nasty close fights. But anyways, this video is getting kind of long, so I'm also gonna go with Dustin Poirier in that fight. Even though Eddie, man, he's the man. He gets in there. It's always fun when Eddie fights. He's savage. He's brutal. But I'm going with Dustin in this one. So anyways, guys, let us know what you think in the comments below on all these fights. Who you think is going to win. Please leave a like for our upgrade to the show. We put a lot in this for you guys. So leave a like.
Mind blown.
Kick that subscribe button or don't. Whatever. I don't care. And we'll see you next time. Peace.